Alex EALA fans, something big may be happening ahead of the US Open. The Filipino tennis star has been generating serious buzz. And now, Nike-related US Open merchandise has fans asking one major question. Is Alex EALA about to enter a whole new level of global tennis stardom? New Nike gear, growing attention, and EALA's incredible rise have combined to create a wave of excitement online. But here's the part that makes this story really interesting. Could this be a sign that Nike sees Alex EALA as one of the next major stars of women's tennis? Today, we're breaking down the Nike buzz, what the new merchandise means, why fans are going crazy, and what this could mean for Alex EALA's massive US Open moment. Alex EALA's rise has been one of the most fascinating stories in women's tennis. The young Filipino star has gone from being one of the most promising players on the tour to becoming a name that tennis fans around the world are starting to recognize. And now, as the US Open approaches, the attention surrounding EALA is getting even bigger. Her tennis results are one part of the story, but another important part is her growing presence away from the court. And that's where Nike comes into the conversation. Nike is one of the biggest sports brands in the world. So whenever a young tennis player begins receiving increased visibility through Nike apparel, fans naturally start asking questions. Is this simply regular tournament merchandise? Or is it another indication that Alex EALA's profile is growing internationally? Let's break it down. Alex EALA's star power is growing. First, we need to understand why this Nike story has attracted so much attention. Alex EALA isn't just another young tennis player. She has already created history for Philippine tennis. Her results have brought her onto the international stage, and her performances have attracted fans far beyond the Philippines. That matters because sports brands aren't only interested in rankings. They also care about personality, audience, marketability, and global appeal. And EALA has something extremely valuable: a huge potential audience. The Philippines has millions of passionate sports fans. And tennis fans across Asia are also increasingly following her journey. That combination makes Alex an extremely interesting young athlete for global brands. Why Nike merch gets fans talking. Now let's talk about the merchandise. Whenever fans see new Nike tennis apparel connected to a major event like the US Open, the reaction can be immediate. People want to know, who's wearing it? What's the design? Is it player-specific? Will it be available to fans? And most importantly, does it tell us anything about the player's future? That's why Nike merchandise can create excitement beyond the actual clothing. It becomes part of the athlete's identity. And for a young star like EALA, every additional piece of visibility matters. The US Open is the perfect stage. Timing is everything here. The US Open is one of the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. New York brings enormous media attention. The crowds are massive. The social media conversation becomes huge. And every breakthrough performance can suddenly turn a player into a global name. For Alex EALA, that creates an incredible opportunity. If she can put together a strong run in New York, the exposure surrounding her could increase dramatically. And when that happens, everything around the player becomes more valuable. The interviews, the photos, the social media posts, the merchandise, the sponsorships, the fan base, everything grows together. Fans are noticing the Nike connection. This is where the online reaction becomes interesting. Fans have been paying much closer attention to EALA's Nike presence. And when new merchandise or apparel appears around the US Open period, people immediately begin connecting the dots. Some fans see it as simply part of Nike's normal tennis collection. Others believe it could represent something bigger. But here's the important distinction. Merchandise alone does not prove a new endorsement deal or a major change in Nike's relationship with EALA. Unless Nike or EALA officially announces something, we shouldn't treat speculation as confirmation. However, the attention itself tells us something. People are watching Alex. And brands notice when people are watching. Why brand value matters for Alex EALA. Think about where Alex EALA is in her career. She's still young. She's still developing. And yet she's already attracting international attention. That is exactly the stage where a player's commercial profile can begin to accelerate. A strong tournament run can create new fans. New fans create more social media engagement. More engagement creates more visibility. And greater visibility can create more opportunities with global brands. It's a cycle. And EALA appears to be entering a very interesting part of that cycle. Nike and tennis have a long history. Nike has been deeply connected with tennis for decades. The brand has worked with some of the sport's biggest stars and has used tennis as a major part of its global sports identity. That's why being associated with Nike can carry significant visibility. For an emerging player, the right apparel partnership isn't just about wearing a logo. It's about being part of a larger sporting culture. And Alex EALA is now becoming part of that conversation. The Filipino fanbase is a huge factor. There's another reason this story is getting so much attention. Alex EALA has an incredibly passionate fanbase in the Philippines. Whenever she competes internationally, Filipino supporters follow closely. Every victory creates celebration. Every major result generates headlines. And every new milestone creates more interest in her career. Now imagine that attention combined with the global visibility of the US Open. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think Alex EALA is becoming the next major global tennis star? And what do you think about the Nike US Open buzz? Is it simply exciting new merchandise? Or could it be a sign that Nike sees something special in Alex EALA? Drop your prediction in the comments. And if you're supporting Alex from the Philippines or anywhere around the world, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because the US Open is coming, and Alex EALA's next chapter could be her biggest one yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.